Okay, if you are a food manufacturer and you use Domino's sugar products, I need to make you aware of a problem. It's a pretty significant problem. Cost us a recall. So they're not going to do anything about it. They're not taking responsibility. They're not doing their own recall, and it's been since last October. So I think at this point, if you make food products for consumers and you use Domino's sugar, which most of us have in the past, I'm going to let you know about it since they won't. So this is regarding lot number 55015, and it is brown sugar. Now this is hard as a rock now because it's been sitting here since last October when we discovered these big pieces of fragment inside the sugar. And we had to do a recall because that product had been used in products, so we got all of our product back. But the day that it happened, we notified Domino's, and they did nothing. They just recently, a couple months ago, came out to the plant and they looked in our packaging. They took the particulate that was in it and they said, nope, not gonna do anything about it. Literally, these are choking hazards. The child ate product with this in it. It's a choking hazard. It's a serious problem. So I'm gonna open this bag and I'm gonna show you what's in it so that you can look for yourselves. And again, if you're a consumer and you're buying manufactured goods from companies who use Domino's sugar, then you should probably ask some questions about that. I can tell you at our companies, we won't ever be using Domino's again. But a lot of manufacturers do. So if you're a consumer, and your manufacturers use Domino's sugar, you should ask some questions because it's a big problem. So I'm gonna open this up. Again, have no reason not to now because they're not going to do any. Come over here, and this is what we're talking about. All these particles, they're all over. It's metallic. It's like aluminum foil. Clearly, they had some packaging in there. We'll kind of start going through here, and you can kind of see what it looks like. Some of them are really small. So when we were using the brown sugar originally, and the team was using it, they started, producing product, and they're going through, and they're finding these pieces of material. So then we thought, so we started looking in deeper, and it was on every bag of that lot. So we had to do a recall. Recalls are a pain in the neck. They cost companies hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and people like Domino's, they just keep putting out the product. They didn't do anything about it. That means all these manufacturers across the country were at risk. So I'm going to just keep digging through here. My alarm went off and edited the video, or adjusted the video. Here's another little piece that just came in. So some of these are pretty small. Making our pile over here. We'll just keep going. Stuff is really, I think, if you are using sifting, if you're using metal detectors, all those things help. But it also helps if the manufacturer who sells us these products would just do a recall when they're supposed to, so that we know we're supposed to pull it before it all gets out into the consumer's hands. Domino's sugar, this is not their first recall. Oh, there's some more. There's a whole bunch. Scan in here. So here it's very deeply embedded. So I'm gonna be careful. Here's some more. I just dropped it. Here it is. Here's another piece. This one's really embedded into the sugar, so I'm gonna have to kind of dig it out a little bit. Here's some more. Okay. Here's some more. Yeah. This sugar's hard as a rock because it's been sitting here for a while. But it's a problem. And if you're a manufacturer, you just want to know that your suppliers have done their job. And it's their job to tell us if we have a problem. And not telling us about potentially contaminated product is a big problem. So anyways, We got bags and bags of it. The whole lot was bad. We told them, we gave them an invitation to come out here to the plant and look at it. The girl was here for literally 5 minutes, opened one bag. She didn't even open the bag. She just sat there and let us open it, and she did nothing. And that was their investigation. 5 minutes in, an investigation of a product that is deeply problematic here in this lot. And this is the kind of thing that can take a small business down. If you have a recall on your product, it's expensive. Trust me, we just went through it. Domino's is taking no responsibility for it. So that's how it goes. Oh, here's some more. It's a bigger piece. That was really embedded in the sugar. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop for now, but what I'm gonna tell you is that if you use Domino's sugar products, they're not going to do a thing about it. When you try to notify them of a problem, they're going to ignore you for months. They're not going to take responsibility for any of the costs that are associated if you have to do a recall, so you're on your own. So if you're a manufacturer, fair warning, you've been warned. All right, have a great day.